Hello, welcome to Convoluted Cube. Thanks for joining us. I am Ryan, the host today, and I'm of course joined by one of my very best friends in the entire world, Mr. Randy.
That's a lot to live up to. Holy cow.
You are. you are, man. What can I say? So this is the first impressions for Battlefield Hardline.
Yes, Battlefield Hardline, the new game from EA and Visceral Games.
A new transition into the world of crime, I've heard.
Yeah. Is it a good one?
I've heard this is also on last gen, quote unquote, so that would be PS3 and Xbox 360, but also PS4 and Xbox One, and it also came out on the PC. This came out on Tuesday, March 17th. Alright, so I am excited. I have not got my hands on it, so Randy is the one who's going to lead us down the charge, especially it was starting with the single player.
Alright, so this is a break from your traditional Battlefield game. This is their first foray into cops and robbers.
No army dudes.
No army dudes at all. So what they did this time around is they tried to make it like a serialized cop drama that you would see on TV. Think like The Shield or NYPD Blue.
Oh, so it's very episodic-ish?
It is. It's divided into episodes, which are each about 40 minutes long. It's more cops and robbers, not military. So that means that they had to do a drastic change in the style of gameplay for the single-player campaign, because especially in today's environment, you can't be a rogue cop post-Ferguson.
I would think not. I would hope not.
No, that shouldn't fly at any point in time, but especially not now. So due to that, it's very, very relaxed. The main campaign is less of an action game and more of a stealth game.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it's not. Or at least I don't think it is.
As the cop aspect you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's very stealthy.
It basically boils down to you are in a giant map and there are obviously like soldiers around, and you can do the Far Cry thing where you have a scanner on your phone and you can highlight people and they'll show up on your map in X-ray vision,
right.
Which doesn't make any sense in this game because I don't think that technology exists in the real world, but whatever. Who cares? It's a video game.
Yeah, that's a little bit down the road, 2020 style.
Yeah. So you see these people on your map and you're sneaking around and they have vision cones on the map, just like in Metal Gear Solid where you can see where they're looking.
Yeah,
and you get up behind them and you hit L1 or left bumper if you're playing on the Xbox One or 360 to flash your badge, and it freezes them for a second. They drop their guns and they put up their hands. Why? Because it's a fucking video game and they couldn't think of anything better.
So they're shocked with shields and your handsomeness?
Yeah, so like I've only played a few missions and it's just like, oh, I'm sneaking in this place where I'm outnumbered at least 25-2.
Oh my God.
And I'm sneaking around on my hands and knees, and I just, from a crouch position, I'm just like, hey, cop, here's my badge. And they're like, oh shit, it's a cop. Drop everything.
Well, what if there's other robbers in the area?
You can freeze up to 3 of them at a time.
Oh my God.
Which still, 3 on 2 is a pretty good number when you know you have at least 20 more people backing you up. And you're sitting on a warehouse full of liquid cocaine.
Oh, is that the first mission?
Yeah, that's one of the first missions.
Liquid cocaine.
It's called Hot Shot because they don't want to use the word cocaine. Although I think in the description it just says it's liquid cocaine. So
okay.
Who cares anyway?
So they tried to get around it, but they didn't. Okay.
So it boils down to it just being a stealth game where you freeze people and hit the right joystick in to arrest them. I mean, you can walk up and just knock them out by hitting it, but you get more experience points by flashing your badge first.
Okay.
And then you got to keep your gun trained on the other 2 so they don't freak out and pull out their weapon or the people. And you have a sidekick around with you for most of these missions.
The second cop, yeah.
Yep, and they're worthless. They're just like the chick from Last of Us, where they're invisible. That way, basically, EA can say, yeah, the AI sucks, but whatever, it's a video game. They can't see them. They're invisible now.
So it takes you out of the realism for sure.
Yeah, because like you literally have it where you try and run in front of this guy's field of vision while he's behind. He turns around and your partner runs directly into his field of vision and should have been seen. And no, fuck it, it's a video game.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's a big
We couldn't
mistake.
figure out how to get partner AI to work just like everybody else, so we took the traditional route of they're invisible.
One of these days we're gonna have like a 20-minute rant video about how like stupid that is and how that needs to be fixed.
It's pretty stupid.
In video games.
I was thinking about it and it's better than the alternative of blaming this AI person for starting a firefight where you are outnumbered 3 to 25, because they changed it to where you're not like decked out in military gear now. You're pretty vulnerable to bullets, so it doesn't take long for you to go down.
Right, you have a Kevlar vest, I'm sure, but...
So if I was outnumbered by that amount and had to do this mission with traditional battlefield style gameplay, it wouldn't work. You don't take enough bullets, your health doesn't regenerate fast enough, and when you get in a firefight, it boils down to just standard Call of Duty bullshit where, I got shot a few times, I'm gonna duck behind this cover and wait for my health to regenerate. But it's not as quick as Call of Duty, so it doesn't keep the pace of the story going. I'm just gonna wait here for a few minutes. Single player is not that great, so if you're looking just to get this game just for the single player, skip it. It's not worth your time.
Wow, harsh.
There's better things out there.
That's understandable. Especially, so the firefight mechanic it's not even impressive.
Not in single player, no. The graphics are fantastic. Like, everything looks really good.
Right.
Just from a gameplay standpoint, it's just nothing you haven't seen before, and it's nothing that other games haven't done better already.
Bummer.
Skip it if you just want the single player. Multiplayer.
Okay. Multiplayer, let's move on to that.
That's fun.
All right.
That's good stuff.
Let's hear this.
So what they did was they changed it once again from military to cops and robbers. So there's less. You don't have jets in any of the maps that I've seen.
Or tanks, I would imagine.
No, there's no tanks. You have SUVs that have like a mounted machine gun on the top.
Okay.
But still, you can shoot the guy off the top. So what they did really well here is, instead of your standard slower paced military vehicles, it's like Mustangs and police interceptors, and it's really fast paced.
Motorcycles?
Yeah, there's motorcycles. And there's 7 gameplay modes too. The one that I play the most is called Hotwire, which is just straight up like Fast and the Furious, where it's capture the flag, but the flags are cars. So you're just zooming around in Mustangs trying to avoid people. And since they're just standard commercial vehicles, you can put like 4 people into this Mustang, and you'll have your other guys.
That seems a little excessive. I think maybe you can get
2 people in like a Mustang sports car. Otherwise, they do have 4-person sedans.
Oh wow!
Which most of them are, and you'll have 4 people. You'll have your driver just in the driver's seat, and you'll have like 3 people hanging out the side of the window, like sitting on the windowsills with assault rifles, just trying to shoot other cars that are coming to try and blow you up because you're a flag.
Well, that sounds dangerous, but also very appealing for the eye.
Oh, it is. It's really fun. It's good to be either the driver and trying to outmaneuver both the cars that are trying to ram you, and they still have attack helicopters too. So you're just weaving in and out of these like pedestrian areas and trying to find cover behind houses while this helicopter's shooting machine gun bullets at you. It's really cool. The nice thing is that they don't hide RPGs and anti-aircraft stuff behind paywalls anymore.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait to like level up to be able to grab one.
Good.
Instead, they have your higher end specialty weapons hidden on the map, and they have icons. So perfect. If somebody is wrecking shop with an attack helicopter, you're like, all right, I need to go to this building because I know that there's an anti-aircraft rocket launcher there, and it doesn't matter if I'm playing as an operative or an enforcer or a medic or whatever. Right. I can still go grab that rocket launcher and try and take care of this attack helicopter.
And you don't have to pay the extra $2 for that, like you said, behind a paywall or something.
Well, I haven't seen anything behind a legitimate paywall with real money. I'm talking about like with your in-game currency.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about that. All
right. Well, first let's go through the game modes, because there are 7 game modes.
Oh yeah, you said there was a ton.
Yeah, you have your Hotwire, which we just talked about, which is like a Fast and the Furious type of mode. You have the Heist, which is their main mode, which is one team are the robbers who are trying to break into vaults and take them to 2 designated points where a helicopter comes to pick them up, and they only have 100 lives. And then you have the police, who have an infinite number of lives, who's trying to stop them from getting the pay and taking it to the extraction points.
Okay. Is this kind of, it sounds Payday-esque?
Yeah.
As a comparison.
Except it's not just
good.
one life,
okay,
period.
Good.
So like I said, the robbers have 100 lives to spend.
Right.
Which still keeps the action fast and furious and not kind of slow and more tedious like Payday, which it's a completely different style of game, so it makes sense.
Okay.
So you have Heist, you have Hotwire, you also do have your standard Conquest, which comes in both both a large map and a small map mode. Team Deathmatch. Also, they brought in some Counter-Strike style game modes too. So one of them is VIP, which the cops are trying to protect an informant and take him to an extraction point, while the robbers are trying to kill the VIP.
Okay.
And each team has 1 life per person. So that's where you get more like slow... Tactical, yeah. And then they also have just a straight up Counter-Strike style where you have robbers have taken 2 hostages, and it's up to the police to infiltrate and rescue those hostages.
Oh, how's that one?
I haven't played that one. I've been playing a lot of Hotwire and a lot of Heist. Those are really fun.
The fast pace sounds like it's got you by the balls.
It's great when you're just... Richard was sitting here watching me play it, and we got into this point where it was a car from the enemies. We were playing as the cops, so the robbers had a Mustang that we needed to get, but they were already in it, and they were 4 deep. They had 4 people in it. So my driver is driving, and he rams them into a wall so they can't move anymore, and I'm hanging out the side.
People go flying out
No,
of it?
they don't go flying. Like, there's no ragdoll effects, but they get stuck in the car while I have a shotgun in the passenger seat, and I'm just blowing all 4 of them away.
Oh my god.
When stuff like that happens, it's a great
Satisfying
experience.
Sounds like the word you're looking for.
It is having some trouble, like, starting off right now with hackers, and also the servers aren't as stable as they can be. But it's not like Battlefield 4 where it was fucking unplayable.
Yeah, the servers were...
It's playable
disaster.
right now.
Okay.
That's all I've been playing for the last 3 days.
Okay, so good. The servers are not a disaster like their predecessors.
Yep. So we talked about the in-game money a little bit earlier.
Let's go back to
there's no in-game real paywall. Like, you're not going to be paying $5 for a gun or anything like that, or at least it's not in your face. I haven't seen it at all.
Right.
There is a season pass, but who cares? That's in every game. That's not part of it.
That's the lay of the land.
They're not blocking off guns with like pay $5 for this special gun or anything like that, or pay $5 for an extra $50,000. None of that. You gain your money by doing well in matches, and then there's a lot of stuff that you can buy. Each class has multiple weapons. Each weapon has multiple
costumes
optics.
and
You've
outfits.
got stocks, different muzzles, different paint jobs. You have different outfits for each class. You have sidearms, which each have their own attachments.
My god, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and then you also have gadgets, which each class you can carry 2 gadgets. So you can get
some spy shit.
You can get zip lines,
stuff?
you can get grappling hooks, and then there's class specific ones too. So you can get breaching charges as an enforcer. You can get adrenaline shots as an operative to bring people back to life. Also, you have melee weapons too. They have different types of melee weapons, each with their own kind of animation.
It doesn't sound like those are super necessary though, with your little shotgun, spree.
They come in handy.
Do they?
Yeah, especially like when you're sneaking up behind somebody and you have a baseball bat, you can put your baseball bat around their neck, swing them to the ground, and then bash their head in.
Oh, wow.
And that's all a canned animation. Or you can just get your straight up knife, or you can get a collapsible baton. They got some pretty decent weapons in there, and they all have their own custom animations too. And they actually gave you an incentive to go into the single player campaign too, if you're going in, even if you just plan on playing
reluctantly
multiplayer.
you're doing.
Yeah, because they do a really cool thing. Like, everyone's into these trading card games now. Like, with NBA 2K, you have the My Team, where you open up a pack of player cards and they come into your virtual team. And EA's been doing it forever with FIFA. Yes. They added something similar to that now with Battlefield that they call Battle Packs. So at the end of every mission in single player, you get a bronze battle pack, which gives you like 3 cards that give you boost or custom patches or even custom paint jobs for your guns.
Okay.
And then you also get those for doing achievements in multiplayer as well. And you can purchase those with in-game currency too. So say like you don't want to purchase a gun right now until you hit another level, but you still have like 50 grand that you're sitting on, you can purchase a battle pack that's going to give you like 5 cards.
Okay.
That'll give you like boosts or weapon skins.
Is that necessary? Does it come in handy?
It comes in handy because most of the stuff that comes in the battle pack, like, it's not like you can only get this gun if you get a battle pack.
I gotcha.
It's like, I just want crazy aesthetic bullshit.
Right.
So, like, I have all of my camo I earned from just opening these battle packs, which I haven't paid a dime for yet. I've just gotten them for playing the game.
Okay.
Which is how it should be. Fuck you, 2K, for making me buy this actual stuff. Like, ugh.
Tell us how you really feel.
That's a different discussion. I really like the way how they implemented it in Battlefield.
It sounds like it, yeah. It sounds like it's streamlined. It was the word that I was thinking of, and it's far more like aesthetic to the game too. So
yeah, my only gripe about the multiplayer, if I have one, is that you have cops and robbers, right? But the guns, except for the base gun, are all divided into either a cop gun or a robber gun. So if you pay 20 grand for this criminal gun, it's not going to be unlocked when you play the next match when you switch sides to be a cop.
Oh, okay. So it's behind a wall of your character.
It's behind the wall of your character and your kills. So let's say you really like this AK-47U for the cops or robbers side, and you want to use it as a cop. The only way how you can actually use that gun is by killing, I want to say it's 150,000 people with that gun and paying $100,000 to unlock the license for that gun to be used as a cop. It has kind of a counterpart on the cop side. It's not the same exact one, but then you're still in the area of, well, I still have to kill people with this gun in order to unlock the attachments, and then I still have to pay more money to get the attachments for that gun, when I'd really just like to be using this particular gun that I really like on the criminal side.
Right.
It's a nicky-nacky thing.
It sounds like maybe it's a longevity thing. They tried to put that there.
Artificial longevity?
Yeah.
It could be. I call it a pain in the ass.
Rightfully so.
Yep, so if you're looking to play like just the multiplayer, I would say at least give it a shot and probably buy it, because I'm having a lot of fun, and it feels like there's a lot of depth too. With the 7 game modes, you've got squads going on, and then you have 4 different character classes that you can unlock, and you can even be the hacker, which is kind of the squad general who's able to do things on the map too.
Oh, okay.
And the game looks beautiful. I haven't run into any frame rate issues. I've run into hackers already, which is going to be in any kind of first-person shooters, and they'll get out of the way.
It sounds like it's going to be a rent for me, so you and I can multiplayer it up.
We should.
Any final thoughts?
Not really. Just in closing, if you're just going to play it for the single players, skip it. It's not good. It's a shitty cop show. But
a definite rent for the multiplayer at the very least.
Yeah, definitely try it out if you're going to be playing the multiplayer at all.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So that's our first impression of Battlefield Hardline. Thank you so much.
If you liked the video, like it. If you really liked it, subscribe. That button's below too.
Yep.
You can contact me on Twitter at convolutedcube. You can email me at convolutedcube@gmail.com. How can they reach you, Ryan?
They can find me on Twitter. It is RPGreenMachine4.
All right, cool. So we'll see you guys later on in the week with some more videos.
Thank you much.
Later.